point. He's like supposed to be there to confuse everybody, right?
Well, sort of, but I mean, even people that do that, they typically use simple language, but they use it in a shrouded way. But this guy was just using words that abhorrent. Who says abhorrent?
I do occasionally.
Not in conversation. Not if you're a PR person on television. Okay,
but
who's weird.
Yeah, just play the odds. Like 99.9% of people don't.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
Yeah. So,
I mean, they're talking about like moral imperative and abhorrent in like the same paragraph on a news channel.
Have you never watched
on CNN? Who on CNN has ever used the word abhorrent?
Or moral imperative.
Or moral imperative, yes.
Moral imperative does sound a little...
Moral imperative does sound like something that Fox News would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, that's true.
Well, if there are any listeners out there that can prove us wrong, just send us sound bites, you know?
You have a moral imperative to prove us wrong, so...
Email us at ender@tformers.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
make sure you link Goatsy into it.
Yes. Okay, so anything else with ongoing 14, or is that it?
No. Okay, last two things. Soundwave breaks out all of the Decepticons from Skywatch. And at the very end, we find that the guns that have been distributed over the internet from this site are pieces of Megatron.
Yeah.
Pieces of Megatron.
Yeah, pieces. But they're like pieces of Megatron that are made into the Megatron gun.
How many Megatrons are there? There's the Megatron gun, and then there's the pieces of Megatron.
So is this like in City of Steel when the pieces of Optimus Prime were made into an alligator?
The alligator con.
Except the pieces of Megatron are turned into little Megatron guns.
It would be cool if they were target masters.
For people that can shoot them.
For people
are
to shoot
Megatrons like sponges that they just like you cut a little piece of them and they become another Megatron? Like what's happening here? Like
it could be megaplexes.
Yeah, the chat thinks it's Megaplex.
You'll have to read the next issue.
Awesome. Okay.
We'll find out in future issues, but it raised a lot of questions. Let's just say that. It can either be really awesome, or it's going to be the worst continuity error that you'll ever see ever in the history of IDW.
Oh, I thought you were going to say IDW. I was going to challenge you if you were going to say Transformers.
Of IDW. IDW.
Of the
I mean,
Sunbow totally beat you to that, though. So
there's more origins of the Constructicons and theories on Obama's legitimacism. Okay.
This will either be really good or it'll be really bad.
Yeah.
We'll just have to find out in next issues.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, so they didn't really explain the Megatron thing? Is that what it is?
No, they didn't.
No, it's
they had to get past TSA somehow.
Question that we're going to answer eventually, I'm sure.
In the next 15 issues.
15 issues, yeah.
Yes.
Well, they got to get past TSA somehow.
Right.
If you got a better way,
Before the TSA.
Not in your pants.
In your what?
Not in your pants. You can't. You can't get the Megatron.
They'll pat you down.
Yeah.
Although, are we bringing the Legends to BotCon, guys? So I'm bringing Legends or Smallest to BotCon.
It's got an orange cap. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I totally snuck an Action Master Megatron on a plane once. Because it's like, hey, it is G1 Prime. I mean, G1 Megatron.
How long ago was this?
05's last time I flew.
You
I
flew
don't
at
even
05?
think Transformers related.
Where was 05?
05 was just Texas, which I drove.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Just down the street.
Cypher and I drove there, yeah. That was 16 hours straight.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Good
13 hours with Hoop and Chris, but no, I just went to New York and was like, hey, I haven't flown in years. I wonder if I could take G1 Megs with me.
It's like, I haven't flown in years. I wonder if I can fit on a plane. Yeah, I could. Awesome. Sorry.
And guys, it has not even been an hour yet, and there's already Transformers 3 block spot up.
Nice.
Whoa. Cool. 2010.
Okay, so...
That is quickless.
So, before we take a break...
That probably already happened before the trailer.
Probably. So, before we take a break, hey, JD, why don't you tell us what's going on this week in history?
Nothing? No?
John Lennon.
Can't I say nothing? Well, I guess
ongoing
we'll
number 14. Where is coming?
So we pulled before you read it, we pulled this, of course, from the TF Wiki, and the TF Wiki was down. I couldn't access the historical data, so I picked the absolute worst one from today. So go ahead,
Thank
JD.
you. Yeah,
it's not your fault.
This is pretty bad and obscure at that. So, NASCAR driver Ryan Newman was born today in 1979.
Congratulations. 1978. He's older than
I'm
I
sorry,
am.
78.
Yeah.
78.
78.
Yeah, you're older.
Whoa.
Now, apparently, he drove a Optimus Prime stylized or painted car in a race.
Oh, is that the life-size
release of
RPM
the-
we were talking about last year?
Was
I
it?
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think-
because it was
yeah.
for the release of the DVD. It was for the DVD release.
Oh god, this is the worst.
And there was another one that Jeff Gordon actually drove that was Megatron style.
Right, the life-size RPMs. We talked about this last
When-
year.
Yeah, man.
When we
This is-
reach for news, guys,
We reach for news.
we use both hands and extra Vaseline,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
We're
digging deep.
Okay.
Got it right here. What are you talking about?
So it doesn't get much weird or useless or obscure than that.
Nope.
So.
Nope. Okay, so we're going to take a break and come back and tell you about Toys for Tots. Okay. Okay. So
Well, at least we managed to get this far into the show without anybody talking about relaxing their sphincter.
yes,
Yes.
it started off the show that week.
Hey,
last week.
I gotta,
When you-
I gotta throw in. I just got my beta invite for DC Universe Online. So
Congratulations! You should come on New Soundwave and tell
Hey,
us
did you
about
get your
that.
Froyo? JD,
my who what
you get Froyo on your phone?
Froyo?
2.2.
Yeah, did you get a new update? Did you get Android 2.2 on your phone yet?
No, not yet. Not I actually checked this morning. I haven't seen any updates. So
You know,
It should be over the air.
on
Froyo
the
sounds
Galaxy
like
S.
it sounds like the next version of the hair in a can thing, but you spray it on, it grows you an afro.
Awesome.
Nice.
Froyo.
Yeah.
Okay,
so-
we ready to come back because the show's
We got
running. a
to.
little-
We're like running long
We're
now.
running
We had
long
no
this week.
content.
Okay, so let's come back. Weebum, if you don't mind telling us about the Toys for Tots. Okay, we are back, and Weebum is going to tell us about T-Formers and E&I's Toys for Tots.
Yes. So, in case you haven't found out recently, Entertainment News International, we are part of the ENI network, and in the Maryland, Northern Virginia, DC area, we are working on. We are teamed up with Toys for Tots, two local comic book chain that is auctioning off a Optimus Prime collectible that is autographed by Peter Cullen himself.
Awesome.
Right on.
All proceeds will be donated to the U.S. Marine Corps' Reserve Toy for Tots program. From now until December 18th, you can pick up a raffle ticket. And if you're not in this area, please go to Toys for Tots, their website, to donate, because a lot of kids, unfortunately, aren't as well off as we would like them to be, and they don't get to enjoy it and be a kid, and really at this point, for a lot of us, as we were kids, toys really defined us as children and really
And adults.
and allowed us to
Go to
flourish
our
into
happy
the,
place.
Yes.
yeah, it allowed us to flourish into the great human beings we are at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So, just to make a kid happy, one day, hopefully, when he gets a toy like this, that he'll never forget. So, so again, if you're in the Maryland, DC, Northern Virginia area, please stop by this comic book chain that is in Maryland, and you can find those details on tformers.com, the locations of those places. And if not, please donate to Toys for Tots so they can take that money to purchase some toys for children.
Yes, please do. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run through our contest. You have 3 weeks left to qualify. We are giving away each. And I'll just preface this by saying each of these prizes will have one winner for each one. So one winner for Generations Blur, one for Dark Mount, 3 winners for the Transformers Titan Trade Showdown. It's hardcover. One winner for All Fall Down hardcover. Last Stand softcover. One winner for Matrix Quest, featuring Thunderwing. Two winners for Transformers Treason, one winner for Second Generation, which is the large form factor Titan Trade, 2 Fallen Angel, 2 Target 2006, 1 Perchance to Dream, the small black and white trade, 2 Earth Force. We are giving away a copy of the August 2009 Titans Transformers magazine, copy of September 2009 Titans Transformers magazine. One winner will receive a beautiful Fanboy vs. Clock, which is Fanboy vs. is our comic book podcast, which also partners with Comic News International. And one winner will receive an extra large NI T-shirt. So to win, all you have to do is we just have to know you exist. It's really easy. Follow us on Twitter at TF Radio or fan us on Facebook. Join our crowd at Ustream.tv or subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we know that you're out there. So it's easy. Just go to tfradio.net/contest to view all the prizes and join up on the social network. So again, tfradio.net/contest. So there you go.
Word.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do our topic. I think what we landed on: Michael Bay, hero or villain. You decide. Find your fate. So
He wears a black cape to bed every night.
villain. No. So
Blows the shit
so
up.
Just randomly throw one out
so
there.
for good or ill, Michael Bay has really shaped the Transformers this decade.
Crap.
But in doing so, the Transformers are bigger than ever, even bigger than they were in the 80s. And that's a pretty amazing feat. I think so. I mean, for God's sakes, it was the biggest budgeted movie of 2009, whatever it was, Revenge of the Fallen. So, I mean, that's pretty freaking huge. I mean, look how much money Transformers from 1986 didn't make. So,
I know, but,
I mean, for God's sakes,
one way to look at it.
yeah.
I just don't think it's probably,
I think
that's a
it's-
different discussion.
Yeah.
The pie is sliced so thin these days. There's so many ways to distract yourself.
Yeah, but
Probably possible to be have that kind of cultural significance.
maybe not as culturally significant, but it is sure lining Hasbro's pockets and emptying ours.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I think ultimately we have to give Michael Bay a pass on this because the movies he worked on have elevated Transformers to such a point where now literally every month a new wave of toys or two is coming out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even 3-4 years ago we had nothing close to that.
Yeah.
Barely last
Yeah,
year we had
Yeah, I think Bay definitely deserves to be a hero at this point. I know that, in terms of movie substance, and for us, it's definitely not good. Definitely an evil son of a bitch. But the kids love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And without these two live action films and the third one, we wouldn't have had animated. We wouldn't have had Transformers Prime, regardless of that's still in its infancy. But I think that it's definitely a positive for all of us. You wouldn't be getting these toys wave after wave after wave.
Well,
I agree fully.
We'd have a toy line. It's just the amount of pure stuff.
right.
It
Yeah.
would be like Cybertron Classics, where we had like an 8-foot section of stuff, and like normal. But now it's like I regularly have conversations with strangers twice my age about Transformers now.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Half and half.
I mean-
but
Your 84-year-old grandpa comes over. Hey, Rob, what have you bought recently?
well, they'll just see like
Awesome.
they'll see
Character on the show.
yeah, you'll see like the shirt or whatever, and they'll be like, "Hey, is that like Transformers?" It used to be like nerd. Now it's like the guys with the Ed Hardy shirts on have Autobot shirts on and stuff now.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Michael Bay did. He made Transformers cool again, and so everybody likes them now. Even if even if the movie was terrible.
Amongst the Hot Topic crowd, Transformers was still, popular. And those are the people that say, "Oh yeah, the movie sucked. Go back to G1. That was some real storytelling." And then you show it to them like, "What the hell is this?"
No.
Yeah, they're like, this doesn't make
not
any
the same
sense.
show. No, that's not the same show. They did something.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Brings up a
This
good
is
question,
GoBots.
though. So if it wasn't Michael Bay, would it have been just another director? Like no matter who they would have gotten a B plus list director. No matter who it is, would have been the same outcome.
Probably not.
It would probably be a little bit different.
I don't.
Been like.
I don't.
Explosions wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah, the explosions would have been much more
Would
milder.
have been half as many.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
There might have been a little bit more story and character development.
Rob.
There would definitely been less poop humor, though.
Poop. Rob, what were you going to say?
Well, let's be completely honest here, people. I know as fans, it's what movie we wanted them to come out with, but the whole point of coming out with movies is make as much money as humanly possible. So they're going to shoot for everyone else.
Success.